G'day, grade 7. So today we're going to have a look at decimal fractions. We're going to have a look at how to convert from decimal to just a normal fraction and from a normal fraction to a decimal fraction. Let's have a look at it. So here we have a number 32,418. Now that is a decimal fraction. So let's have a look at these numbers on the right hand side of the comma. So this will be the equivalent to 32 as a whole number plus, that is in the tenths, that is in the hundreds, and that is in the thousandth place. So it's going to be plus 4 over 10 plus 1 over 100 plus 8 over 1,000. So when you look at decimal fractions, when you have a look at decimal placings, it's always good to remember that the first one is the tenths. All right, so the first one is the tenths. The second one is hundreds, and the third one is thousands. Then the fourth one will be 10,000, and so on and so forth. So always remember that. So when you're going to convert it to fractions, that's how you're going to do it. You're going to have a look at where the placing is, so that you know where it is. Let's have a look at another one. 11,038. So what is that? That'll be 11 as the whole number plus, now what do we have here? 0. Right, so plus 0. Or if you want to write it as 0 over 10, it's still 0. Plus 3 over 100 plus 8 over 1,000. Now, we can also write this decimal fraction this way. 32, 418 equals 32 is the whole number plus 418 over 1,000. Let's have a look at the other one. 11,038 can also be written as 11 as a whole number plus 038. Normally, we wouldn't actually write down the 0. So what you would actually write down is 11 plus 38 over 1,000. So you know that because of the bottom there, it says 1,000, so it's 38. So you know it's not 0.38, but 0.038. What you need to remember here is that for each 0, it means that there's a placing on the right-hand side of the comma. So when we look at this number 32,418, that is in the thousands. Well, it goes all the way to the thousands. It's 3 placings. So remember, we've got 10, 1 0 for the first placing. Then we've got hundreds, 2 0 because there's 2 placings. Then thousands, 3 zeros because there's 3 placings. So it doesn't matter if you have 0,001 or 0,012, those are both still in the thousands. Why? Because it has 1, 2, 3 placings. So that one you would write 0 plus 1 over 1,000. And the bottom one would be 0 plus 1, 2 over 1,000. So we know because it's over 1,000, if we convert it back, it's going to be 3 placings. And the first placing, because there's only 2 numbers at the top, the first placing is going to be a 0. 0, 0, 1, 2. Now let's have a look at converting some normal fractions into decimals. Let's say I've got 14 over 100. All right, how many placings has it got? 1, 2. How many is at the top? 1, 2. All right, so that's going to be the equivalent of 0, because there's no whole number there, 0, 1, 4. Let's have a look at another one. 68 over 1,000. Right, how many placings are there? 1, 2, 3. How many numbers are at the top? 2. So we know that there's going to be a 0 in front of this one. So that will be equal to 0, 0.068. Let's look at one more. 256 over 1,000. 3 placings. There's 3 numbers at the top. So we know there's going to be no 0 here. So it's going to start with 2, 5, 6. We can also look at whole numbers. So if I have a whole number of 53 and 60 over 1,000, that would be 53, now, how many placings? 1, 2, 3. How many at the top? Only 2, so we know the first one's going to be a 0. 0, 6, 0. You have it, grade 7s, our first lesson on decimal fractions. Give it stick.